Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, it's time to get real. Oh, yeah. It's the new experience. Yeah, keep your ears open for this one, man. You got a question for RLN? Yeah, it's time to get some answers, baby. Oh, now we get real. Yeah, it's time to get down. Yeah, you gonna feel good now. Real good. Now, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Well, gee, for me, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, stop it. Okay, that's enough. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Reality Spirituality. I'm your host, Rebecca Lynn Norrington, and I'm so glad that you chose to spend this next half hour with me. For my new listeners, you're probably wondering, what the heck is reality spirituality? Well, reality spirituality is a term that I use to describe how spirituality is woven in to our everyday life. Every circumstance, every event, every confrontation, every meeting, everything that you do and you experience has a link to spirituality. And what I like to do with this show is to to determine the least common denominator with your everyday experiences, to figure out what is keeping us, me, you, us, from being as happy as we could be, as connected to the universe as we could be. Because when you are connected and when you are plugged into the most powerful force, life force on the planet, the only emotions that you will be able to experience are love, peace, joy, contentment, gratitude, happiness, well-being, allowing everybody to do all of the best emotions. When I say the best emotions, all of the emotions that just settle your spirit and settle your soul, that is the only thing you will be able to experience and feel when you're connected. And when you're disconnected, you know it right away, because you're going to feel anger, you're going to feel bitterness, you're going to feel resentment, you're going to be irritated, aggravated, pissed off, temper. All of those emotions you feel when you're disconnected. In other words, when you unplug from this energy source, from this supreme source that some people call God, some people call Buddha, some people, whatever you want to call it, it is the most powerful force that is known. This force created universes, created our planets, the other planets, the stars. And so my question is, why wouldn't you want to live connected 24/7? That means all the time. I began my own journey, decades ago, when I knew and committed myself to being happy. Sounds corny. Let's be happy. Let's skip through the tulips. No. It's deeper than that. Basically, it's a inner peace. It's a contentment. It's a feeling that cannot be shaken, cannot be taken away from you, cannot be destroyed. It is a feeling. It is so powerful that you never want to experience anything else. Before I go on with today's topic, we're going to talk about incidences in our lives that we think are personal. And we're also going to talk about changing our perspective. And one of my favorites is, what do you value? Yes, we're going to try to get all of that into this 23 minutes of time. I want to invite you to call in with your comments, share your experiences, questions. 646-564-9619. Again, area code 646-564-9619. And what I'm going to do today is answer some of the questions that I have received over email. You know, some of you don't want to call in because you're shy or you don't want to, for whatever reason, it doesn't even matter. You're nervous, doesn't matter. So I am going to answer the questions that I've been getting, that I've been getting over the last few weeks. And this is going to give me a good time. Unless you want to call in, 646-564-9619. Our lives are about a journey. And let me say this. This is my opinion. Let me switch it. My life, and if you relate, good, and if you don't relate, that's good too. My life has been about a journey. I used to think that my life was about accomplishments. What did I accomplish? What have I done? What can I put on my resume? What title can I hold over my head? What name tag can I place on my uniform? All of this, I used to think that was the most important thing. In fact, let me tell you something. I used to feel bad about myself if I didn't have a title, if I didn't have an office, if I didn't, a title that I thought I was worthy of. Oh, yes, worthy of. Can you believe that? And why did I think like that? Well, I have to say that I grew up in a household where that was important. And what happened to me happens to a lot of people. All of this extra baggage falls on us, and more than falls on us, it becomes part of who we are, thinking that those things are important. Now, I have a question for you. Do you think the universe, do you think God cares about your title? Oh, he is the president, top CEO, making $5 million. Do you think God really cares about a title? And when I finally got it, and let me say this, I am not looking at other people with great titles and saying, "Oh, that's not important." No, that is important to them. But I'm going to connect with what the universe connects with. Rebecca Lynn Norrington, is going to write me on that one. Connect with what the universe thinks important, because you know what? My peace comes from the universe, and so the more I'm like the universe, the more I evolve like the universe, then that's what's going to be important to me. I realized, and I'm continually realizing that my life is about every day, every minute, every hour, the journey of what am I experiencing? How, but more importantly, how am I experiencing my life? I had a conversation with my number one and only son a few days ago, and we were talking about fear. And he was sharing with me that he was afraid of the dark. And basically, we came to the conclusion that however you're feeling, your label, you have put this label on yourself. You, or maybe your parents, or maybe society, afraid of the dark. Let's dissect that to the least common denominator. That's what reality spirituality is about. Being afraid of the dark, or being afraid of anything. Do you realize that you are the only one to put the label on it? And that's a man-made label. The universe doesn't say, "My son, my daughter, I anoint you. You are afraid of the dark. Go through your life being afraid." No, we put that on ourselves for whatever reason. And I just wanted to share with you that whatever label you've chosen, and if this label doesn't bring you peace, and if this label doesn't make you smile and make you feel good about yourself, then guess what? It's time to change the label. It's time to change. It's time to think of a different way to look at the same quote-unquote problem. I can come up with so many different ways to view one subject. This is a game that I play with myself. Because if I look at something and I say, "Oh, there's something wrong. I don't know. It's not feeling good. It's not." That's a challenge for me to use my imagination, because humans humans have this great gift of imagination, to use my imagination and come up with a different perspective and a different way of looking at the same old problem. And you can choose to be insulted. I can choose to be offended. I could choose to be hurt. I could choose to be ignored. I could choose to be excluded. All of these labels I put on the situation. And the good news is if I put it on, I can surely take it off. So I wanted to share that with you. It is about perspective, and it is about millions of different perspectives. I was reading one of my favorite quotes today, and it's about, the quote is this: to know the price of everything and the value of nothing. To know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Well, how are you going to spend your days here? How are you going to spend your days here? Basically, what I'm asking you is, do you believe, and that's one of the questions, that's one of the email questions that I got. And the question is it true that the best things in life are free? Is it true that the best things in life are free? And that's when I came up with this quote: to know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Close your eyes for a minute. I want you to think about one of the best times, one of your greatest memories, a memory that if you think about it, it makes you smile. Sometimes it makes you cry. Happy tears, of course. Of course. Sometimes it makes you cry. Sometimes it just brings this warm feeling in your heart. Just one memory. You could be sharing it with a family member. You could have had a moment by yourself looking at sunset. Whatever the moment is, can you conjure up that moment for a minute? One of your favorite moments? I know we've had a lot, but can you conjure up just one moment? And my question would be this: did that moment involve a price tag? Did you pay for this moment? Now, hey, listen, somebody somewhere might say, hell yeah, I paid for it. And that's good too. But my moments, the best moments, the ones that I'm labeling the best, the ones that just fill my heart up, have been moments usually not planned, and the greatest moments, the moments, they usually involve a love, the emotion love, either love of where you are, love of who you're with, love of what you're experiencing. And so I have to say that, yes, the greatest moments in my life have been free. A conversation with someone you haven't talked, a connection. I have to say they have been free. And what say you? You can call in 646-564-9619. My greatest moments didn't cost me a penny. What's my point? Good question. I can create those moments at any time during my day. If that's what I want, I can create this feel-good energy, this overwhelming, this appreciation for being on this planet, enjoying everything that this life brings. I can create that talking to a stranger, embracing a coworker, embracing a family member, showering love and affection and attention on anyone and everyone that I meet. I can create that moment. And I have to say that that's how I spend most of my day, creating those moments. Now, we can also create the opposite of that. And I used to create the opposite of that all the time. In fact, let me say this, I was addicted to creating struggle, disappointment, expectations gone wrong, conflict, turmoil, drama. But it's only because I didn't know that there was another door I could enter. I didn't know that there was I didn't know that I had a choice. And that's what I want to share with all of you. We have a choice. And let me say this. If there's someone that I come in contact with or experience, and they're choosing drama and choosing anger and temper, you know what I do? Honestly, this is what I do because it happens a lot. I sit back and grab my imaginary box of popcorn. Hey, it's entertainment for me. Of course, I don't let them know that it's entertainment because that wouldn't be. Oh, by the way, I'm laughing at you at your expense. No. Oh, I'm enjoying your misery, but because I think it's pretty funny that you're jumping through all these hoops and having this horrible day, and you know that you don't have to have a horrible day. In fact, you could have a great day. But you know what? I enjoy watching you struggle. No. But I have to say that sometimes it is pretty entertaining to watch what I used to do. And let me tell you something. When I had my temper tantrums and when I argued for no reason at all, and when I lost control of my emotions, and when I yelled, and when I was in a bad mood, honestly, looking back on it, I didn't have a choice. If someone had told me, if someone on the radio came up with some crap about reality, spirituality, I would probably look at them and, what are you, some kind of weirdo? I have a choice, and I'm here to say that we do have choices. So your life is about, my life is about either reacting to what happens to me or flowing to what happens to me. And that's an interesting way of looking at it, because all I see on TV is reactions and opinions to reactions and opinions on reactions, and that's all it is. And like I said, it is entertaining for a minute or two. But I have to say, living like that has run its course. It's almost it's as if I'm bored. I am. I'm bored with being in a bad mood. I'm bored with getting angry. I'm bored with losing my temper. Oh, gee, how many times am I going to get upset over the same damn things? How many times? I'm ready to do something different. I'm ready to live differently. I want to wake up in the morning and smile as opposed to have my lips poked out and wondering in what kind of argument can I get into. Oh, and let me tell you something. I won every one. Oh, you couldn't argue with me and be on top. No. Whether I made sense or didn't make sense, I would have to have the last word, and believe me, in my head, I won. So I wanted to share that life and how you live it is a choice. And how you live it attracts other things to come into your life. You are a magnet, and you attract whatever energy you are putting out. So visualize this. Open up your arms. Open up your arms wide. Open them up wide as you can. Do it right now. Open them up. Now, you can live life like this with your arms open and make a fist. Make two fists in your hands, like you're punching, like you're jabbing, like you're Rocky Balboa, like you're fighting. You can live your life like that too, with two hands clenched, already ready to fight. Or you can cross your arms and just do a and you can live your life like that. Or you can live your life a combination of all three. But it is a choice. Open up your arms, clench your fists, cross your arms and do a And I guarantee that whatever you do, whatever your energy is, you will get back. Listen to me on Sunday. This is Rebecca Norrington, Reality Spirituality. I love you all. Have a great evening.
Oh, it's time to get real. Oh, yeah. It's the new experience. Reality, spirituality. Yeah, keep your ears open for this one now. Reality, spirituality. You got a question for RLN? Reality, spirituality. Yeah, it's time to get some answers, baby. Reality, spirituality. Oh, now we getting real. Getting real. Reality, spirituality. Yeah, it's time to get down. Reality, spirituality. Yeah, you gonna feel good now. Real good. Spirituality. That's what I'm talking about. Time to get real.